Hello everyone, my name is Sylph, and we are going to be doing an analysis of the FNaF AR mixed reality gameplay update trailer, the whole Dark Circus thing. We're going to be doing a proper analysis video. I did upload a video on my reactions to it, and it was pretty insane. A link to it is in the description if you'd like to check that out. But we're going to be analyzing it and looking at all the little details of it and seeing what we can figure out from this trailer. There are several things I briefly touched on the video, but we're going to be doing a full-on proper analysis of it right now. So the video starts right here with the whole purple lock and barred door that we saw in one of the original teasers, and then it immediately cuts to the key. So nothing too special here, we've already seen this, but then it shows this little timer here with 4 light bulbs, and it seems to have some kind of compartment here and a button. Now, something several people have pointed out, specifically Orton Long Gaming on his analysis video, is that 4 light bulbs, 4 animatronics, and not counting the 5th skin that's supposed to be coming out along with this. So the idea that so one of the ideas going around from this is that by completing the different animatronics puzzle rooms, you light up these bulbs, and if they're all lit up by the time the counter reaches 0, you can hit the button and the compartment opens, and you get the key to the lock, which allows you to escape. And then you fight the secret skin. We're not too sure exactly how this is going to work until the update drops, but it's clear that this whole timer thing is going to be a huge mechanic for this. Also, there's a bunch of random numbers on this little compartment door thing, so that's worth pointing out. That might mean something. So it goes forward. And then there is the chair teaser that we saw. Some people were confused when the original chair teaser came out as to why the floor, didn't have a proper flooring, and it was just hay, but this explains it because it's a big whole circus tent building area. So this is the whole reading area, and these books obviously have some kind of mechanic. They're not just here for nothing, because that one teaser said read what's coming until the end. So these books are important in some way. So it pans over, and then right behind the bookshelf there is Ringmaster Foxy on his stage, and right behind him is that timer we saw before. And interestingly, Ringmaster Foxy is bound by a shackle there, so he can't actually leave his stage. And it looks like his legs, either he's struggling to reactivate or his legs are broken, but he's kind of standing a little weird there. And it looks like his rope is also, his whip there is also binding him to the stage. But next to him, we can see all sorts of stuff like fireworks, bowling pins, and a target thing with knives in it, and axes. So the interesting thing though here is obviously Ringmaster Foxy himself. Now some people have pointed out he uses Jacko Chica's workshop animations, but I don't mind too much. So something I was thinking of is, if the timer reaches 0, the animatronic is set loose and is able to attack, because there's a timer specifically behind him. And this got me thinking, what if each animatronic has their own timer for a grace period, and when their timer runs out, they become an active threat that tries to kill you? And it's not like an instant game over thing, it's just a grace period that you're running out of time for, and they one by one become active and able to attack from anywhere. So going through here, there's a little barrel thingamabobber here. I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant, and there's some kind of pipe, but yeah, just some little extra details there. And here's the timer again. And right here is Ballora's area. She's right there deactivated on her stage. But here we have various posters that are actually full body renders of the pop-up things you would get when the skin's released. So here's Clown Springtrap and Magician Mangle. Now these two don't actually show up in this trailer. We don't actually see them, but considering their posters are here, we can assume that they will. So yeah, we can see something on the ground over there in the distance, and we can see more of the roof here showing the whole sky and everything. And here is Ballora on her stage as well, and you can see she is also bound with shackles, but the mini-arenas don't appear to be. So maybe when you're in Ballora's area until she's able to free herself, the mini-arenas themselves are going to be the main threat here. And then here's the timer once again. And it hits 0. And here is Magician Mangle's area. You can see an Iron Maiden right here to the left, and all sorts of tools and stuff for magic acts on the wall, like a saw, various endoskeleton heads, a little chainsaw right here next to it, the water tank that we saw for that escape artist trick in that previous teaser, a bunch of hooks on the ceiling, And right here is an endo sawn in half, you know, with that whole magic sawing trick. You can see a little outside here, and you can actually just barely see that one Circus trailer caravan thing that's been popping up throughout the teasers right there, and the walls and the boards look very similar to the whole lock teaser. And here we have the Fazbear Circus poster, and it says, "Welcome everybody, exciting acts await your return and the fun doesn't stop there. You won't believe your eyes, open all night for unbelievable experiences. Let's play." And if you take the first letter of every line here, it says, "We eat you." At least they're honest about it. So there's Ballora here and a new render of Ringmaster Foxy, but there is something else here that is quite obviously obscure. They don't want us seeing whatever this is in the center. Now I'm thinking this is the new secret skin, and something various people have pointed out is that you can see what appears to be the shape of a Freddy ear right here, and you can kind of see maybe a Freddy cheek here, like how Freddy's cheek comes out. We're not sure exactly if that's what this is supposed to be, or if that is just a random torn splotch that just so happens to look like a Freddy ear. But if this is a Freddy skin, I'd be down for that, because it's been over a year since Freddy has gotten a skin. He's really overdue getting one. Now, this could also just be a golden Freddy skin, which would also be, I think a golden Freddy skin would be cooler, in my opinion. But if this is a Freddy skin, that'd be great, because it's been way too long since he's gotten a skin. And it's also going to be interesting to see how he works in this whole game mode with the other skins. So now continue here, Fazbear Entertainment logo, and then there it is. That's the end of the trailer. So very interesting stuff. So I briefly talked about this in my initial reaction video, okay? But like I said, initially I was iffy on the idea of there being a full-on paid access game mode in FNaF AR, but seeing all of this kind of really mellows me out on that. I'm more chill on the idea of paying for it, and depending on the quality of this when it actually drops, yeah, I'd gladly pay for this. Because, for example, Plushtrap's Encounter. Plushtrap's Encounter was absolutely insane for just one animatronic, and we're getting that on a full-scale game mode with multiple animatronics in it. And just seeing all of this in action here really hammers that point home, and I'm really excited for this. And I kind of understand it being paid too, depending on how this turns out when it launches, because it basically seems to be a new Dark Circus FNaF game just built on top of FNaF AR. And this also explains why there's been such a long time without skins or characters, because obviously a ton of the work, all the modeling and all of that has been going into this mode. And honestly, I really wouldn't mind having more long dead periods without content if it meant Illumix came back full swing with these huge game modes like this. Like, seeing all the implied areas throughout the events, like these all-new Fazbear Entertainment establishments and locations, it's something really unique for the FNaF IP, and I'd love to see more of this. Like, imagine seeing the Haunted Forest, or the Wasteland, or the Easter Candy Shop, the Temple from Equinox, or a sunken ship from Wicked Ties. We kind of got that with Plushtrap, but still, all of this is really insane, and it has some pretty big implications for possible future updates. And again, depending on how this actually turns out on launch, I really wouldn't mind paying for this every now and then. So let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. If there's anything I missed in this trailer that you'd like to point out, be sure to let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.